Yo, Mr. 300C. It's been a while. You guys gonna have to bear with me. I had surgery 2 weeks ago, a little bit more than 2 weeks ago, inside my nasal cavity. Had my turbinate shaved down. So your boy was all messed up. I'm still messed up, still recovering. Hopefully I can breathe better, which I can notice a difference. My allergies don't act up, and yeah, so if you see me start leaking or snot coming out my nose, I apologize. That's just part of the recovery process. Constantly dripping and head pressure and nose pain. But anyway, just wanted to talk to you guys about my thoughts on Speed Week's event from Dodge. I'm gonna kind of give you guys my quick summary. I'm not gonna go into all the details as much, but kind of share my thoughts with it. So let's dive right on in. Okay, we had Speed Week. We had 3 days of announcements from Dodge. And off the bat, I'm going to give it like a C-, right? I don't think it was that good. And I would have done things a little bit differently. Dodge just be playing games, man. I don't know why these cats be playing games, but we know they are great marketers. They get us hyped up a lot. The commercials are dope. The advertisements are dope. But they just pull your heartstrings all the time. And then they fall flat when they do reveals a lot of times. But I'm gonna go through the first day. So the first day, wasn't excited at all, right? Like, they talking about a rolling chassis, $80,000 vehicle. Okay, can't afford that. I don't do that. I'm not a huge, like, true drag racer, so that wasn't appealing to me. The Challenger shell for $8,000, sure, that's cool if you want to get it already built, ready, spray paint it. Doesn't apply to me. Normal, average working guy, nope, didn't care about that. Then they come out with the carbon fiber Charger. That was a dope car. You know, another shell. That, who knows, I think that's what, $200,000 if you wanted to go all out like that. Again, not applicable, don't care about that. I was like, whatever. Then they came out with the convertible Challenger for $30,000 more extra to a third party that you got to send the car to in Florida or somewhere. Then they send it back to the dealership. Then you go pick it up. I'm just like, they already had that option, and it was a cheaper price if you went straight to that third party place. Don't really care about a Challenger that has a convertible option. Whatever. Wasn't excited about that. Then we got news about the Durango Hellcat coming back. Some people might be upset about that because, you know, those cars were limited at first and they're only going to make a few thousand. So they paid some big markups on it. And now it's coming back. Just like how they said about the, you know, when the Demon was limited, then the red eyes came out. I don't know, Dodge. I just be doing a lot of funny stuff, man. Just come out with the cars and just keep making them until you can't anymore. Like, y'all keep teasing people making these limited edition cars, and then you bring out one that's very similar or close to it, and then people are gonna have to pay even more for that, I bet. The way how dealerships are acting right now, all these markups, crazy. Then there was some other car that was like covered. We don't know what it is. I forgot what the license plate said, I-29 something, but I'm just like, all right, cool. There's some other car that's here. We're not going to see it yet. So, first day, I was like, man, that was whack. Don't really care about none of that. I guess if I had to pick the best thing was the Hellcat Durango. Sure, he's coming back. I know a lot of people will be happy about that. Second day, this is the Gateway muscle announcement. The first day was the current cars. They didn't talk about 392s, ain't talking about RTs. Ain't talk about, you know, regular Hellcats, red eyes. It was just the Hellcat Durango. Missed opportunity, in my opinion, but we'll come back to that. Second day, the Gateway model. This is where they're gonna show us like the Gateway, you know, what's gonna happen in the interim before we go full EV. And yeah, it's the Hornet. Sure, it's a cool car for what it is, for a small compact utility vehicle, and they wanted to have the best performing one available. So in that aspect, sure, spec wise you guys did well. Do I care for that car? Not really. I mean, I would never buy one. I got a family of 6. We got to have a minivan or something. We need something big. That ain't gonna work in my family. And We'll see how the young generation likes it. I don't know of any young generation around where I live at talk about cars like that. They don't even like EVs, to be honest. So I don't know where they're getting their demographic data from. But hey, they make the big bucks. I don't know. That's past my pay grade, so we'll see how that sells. But yeah, I was expecting something more spectacular, you know, like maybe some like hybrid V8 type stuff. You know, even if they came out with some twin turbo inline six announcement hybrids, whatever, I would have at least expected that. But yeah, it was all focused on the Hornet, which I don't think it should have been in the Speed Week presentation. That type of vehicle should have been in like SEMA. They should have presented that in SEMA, because you just had Roadkill nights before Speed Week, all the muscle cars taking on the strip and they racing and showing all these big block engines and modified, you know, Hellcats and Chargers and Challengers, like just Mopar power, V8 goodness, right? Like, you just went from that, and now you're giving a whole segment just for, you know, a 4-cylinder vehicle and a hybrid 4-cylinder vehicle crossover that gearheads and muscle car guys and enthusiasts don't really care about for the brand. So it was tough for me to hear them call it like, oh, the Brotherhood this, the Brotherhood that. Like, Tim looked like he was forcing himself to to say these things. I don't think he believed what he was saying. It was all just an act. But, you know, he's the president. He got to do what he got to do. He got to sell, right? CEOs and presidents, that's their main objective. They got to sell. Last day was the EV reveal, and I will say that was the best presentation out of the three, and Dodge really hit a home run on this one. And they took the EV concept and they made it their own. You know, I think that was cool. It was a very beautiful design. The headlights looked dope, the taillights looked dope. The car was definitely slick and smooth like butter. It reminded me of the Wraith. I don't know if you guys have seen that 80s movie, but the Wraith is hilarious. And it's a cool video for its time. And looks like they got the idea like from it was another concept car. I believe it was a Dodge Interceptor Turbo. Looks very similar to the Charger Daytona Banshee. But anyway, I've been posting a lot of that stuff on the community tabs because, you know, your boy trying to recover, so I haven't been doing a lot of videos, so I just post a lot of stuff on the community tabs. But yeah, that car looked nice and it looked good. I know we don't have the specs yet. I'm so curious to see what it's going to do. I hope that it beats Plaid. Like, they have opportunity to really shake up the EV world and have this car beat Plaid and put them Tesla fanboys in their place, man. Because that flipping Plaid is beating everybody on the quarter mile. Nobody can touch that car. Supercars can't even touch that car. It's ridiculous. The sound that it came out with, it had like its own like exhaust chambers. I don't know how those SRT engineers made an electric car to have exhaust chambers. And I knew it wasn't going to sound like a V8. It had a futuristic sound, and I posted that before. And I think for what it is, sure. I think it's unique. It's cool. I need to hear it more, and I'd love to hear it in person. But it gives it a nice, you know, raw, aggressive, futuristic sound. You know, makes me think of like something in outer space that's like alien technology or something. So, was it going to sound like a V8? No. I wasn't expecting that, but at least they were able to find a way to give it a sound, and looks like they have like e-torque, what is it called? Not e-torque, like e-transmission, I don't know the name of it. It's like it can shift gears like a combustion engine, so it gives you that feel that, you know, you're switching gears in the car and you can feel with the car. It's not just like you mash on the gas and it just goes like a traditional EV. You can actually feel like switch gears and make you feel like a real muscle car. And that's cool. I mean, it had a lot of, you know, aerodynamic features that I thought that was pretty dope. It goes through the grill and the seals and all that, and I thought that was pretty nice how they did it. And so we'll see. We'll see how this is going to do. It's in concept right now. I know they're going to show more of it later on in the year. Now, what I would have done personally, because before the show started, they had a trailer of like 6 or 7, I think 7 special edition cars that they're going to be revealing throughout the year. Since V8 production is going out in 2023, the last year you can order a V8 is on my birthday, December 23rd, and that's going to be in 2023. I'm just tired of the surprises, man. Like, y'all had an opportunity to really like hit it hardcore. Pause. But you know, like day one, they should have just revealed all those cars on those trucks. Just told us straight up, this is what we planning on doing. Here are the special editions, all that stuff. You know, they're keeping us in suspense. Why? You first tell us V8 is going to be done next year, and now we're just waiting. You're trying to, you know, push the direct connection for everything, and for modding, and for upgrades, and all this stuff. Like, come on. Like, just show us the flipping cars. Show us the cars already. Why we gotta wait till September, and then into August, and then wait at SEMA, and like, we know our time is limited. Like, give the Scat Pack guys what they want, give the RT guys what they want, give the Hellcat guys what they want. Show them everything. Why we gotta keep playing these dumb games and wait, build anticipation so you can let us down. Not to mention, those special edition cars are gonna have huge markups because they have a limited allocation, and certain dealerships are gonna get them. So you know they're gonna jack the price up. They don't have the special plaques on them last the V8s at Brampton or Brighton, whatever it's called, Brampton factory, and they're gonna go to town, man. It's a Shark Fest. They're gonna just jack those prices up on us. And we still dealing with inflation, and we still dealing with car shortages, chip shortages, unless they figured out something they haven't told anybody. Like, people are gonna be waiting a long time to get these cars, and they're gonna be super expensive. Everything expensive right now. And we might even be in a recession right now, or go into a recession by then. I don't know, but it's just all these bad cards in front of us. Like, I don't think they factor that stuff in though, man. For the average consumer, the real Brotherhood consumer of Dodge, that's all right. They got their own demographics now. They try to get them young cats, and we'll see if them young cats got the buying power that they profess to have. So that's why I would have done day one, heavy hitting with the V8s and Hellcats. I would have just came out day one, hey, this is what we're gonna do for the Hellcats, the Scat Packs, the RTs, and direct connection. These are the variants that we're coming out with, special editions. I would have just showed all of that the first day, right? And then maybe the second day, I would have gotten rid of the Hornet reveal. I do like the badge. The badge is cool. I ain't gonna lie. I would have moved that to SEMA. And then second day, maybe done the whole, like, all the drag racing stuff, you know, for all the real gearheads.
Yep, here come my nose. It's dripping again. Let me get my tissue ready. There it is. Bop, bop, bop.
So I would have done that. And then the third day, yeah, just focus on the EV and, you know, do what you do. That's what I would have done differently. But who am I, right? Gotta scoot up a little bit. Who am I, right? I'm just a normal consumer. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Speed Week. You know, there's still, like, I think on the Dodge Garage lifted website, never lifted website, there's like 8 or 9 garage doors they haven't opened yet. Again, that's like
for the GT500.
Yeah, so on the Never Lift website, Dodge has like 8 or 9 garages left they need to reveal. I was under the impression they were going to reveal all of that this week for the Speed Week, but I guess we got to wait a few more weeks or a few more months for all those garage doors to open up so we can see all the variant models. And so there's still a chance that we could get a Hellcat with E85 or more horsepower for a Scat Pack or RT, or a hybrid version of a Scat Pack, Hellcat, or RT. Like, it's there's still some time. That could be some of those cars that were on the trailer that were covered. I posted in the community tab on YouTube that 1 or 2 of those cars, the body silhouette of it looked like a Chrysler 300. I'm just saying, it didn't look like a Charger or a Challenger. So I was like, this is probably gonna be a Chrysler 300 Hellcat version. Who knows? I don't know. I know they're trying to pay homage to like the past with these special editions, and so I gotta give the 300 some respect though, because before Chargers and Challengers, you had the 300, had the firepower V8, you know, back in the 50s and 60s, I believe. Y'all gonna have to correct me on that. And not to mention, 2005 was when the first SRT8 came out. And guess what it came out as in? A 300 Chrysler, right? That was before the Charger Challenger, so they got to give 300 some love, though. That's all I had to say. Hopefully you guys are patient and we'll see what these other reveals look like. Let me know what y'all think. Mr. 300C is out. Peace.